Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I'm OGL Schmitt. This is Custom OGT. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. Hope everyone has a weekend plan fit for a king. And speaking of kings and royalty, it is time to once again return to the king of rock and roll himself, Mr. Elvis Aaron Presley. So for something like this, I went to the channel's resident Elvis expert, Mrs. Carolyn Loves Elvis Forever. She's got her own channel. You can find her on Facebook and TikTok, expressing her love for Elvis with some pretty amazing videos. She requested a live version of a song called Polk Salad Annie. I did a little research. This song was originally done by Tony Joe White in 1968. It's about a rural Southern girl. Elvis made it a part of his concert repertoire in the 1970s, and as Elvis tends to do, he made the song his own. So when people think of Polk Salad Annie, they usually think of Elvis. So Carolyn never steers me wrong, so let's check this out.
What are you looking at back there? Some of y'all never been down south too much. I'm gonna tell you a little story so that you'll understand what I'm talking about. Down there we have a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields. And it looks something like a turnip green. And everybody calls it polk salad. Now that's polk salad. Hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, 2, 3, 4, 4. Anyway, I used to know a girl lived down there. She'd go out in the evenings and pick her a mess of it, carry it home and cook it for supper. That's about all they had to eat. But they did all right.
So, okay, we're going to go right back to the beginning there. This intro it's interesting. So I like the bass line that starts things out. It's got a great rhythm that people can clap to. It builds tension. Elvis's just his charisma and his stage presence always are just mind-boggling. Like he just owns the stage, just standing there tapping his foot. Doesn't even have to do anything. He's just such a natural on stage. You know, his opening monologue here and the hand gestures. Like he hasn't sung a note yet, and he's got the crowd captivated. Although he did do some weird, like, scatting, this weird vocal improv that for whatever reason made me think of Jonathan Davis from Korn, of all things. So yeah, already I'm drawn in, and that's Elvis was like that as a performer. He just had this magnetism about him. So let's keep going here. Start from the beginning, and it. Say a smile.
What are you looking at back there?
Just having so much fun.
Some of y'all never been down south too much. I'm gonna tell you a little story so that you'll understand what I'm talking about. Down there we have a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields. And it looks something like a turnip green. And everybody calls it polk salad.
Even his speaking here is kind of musical.
Polk salad. Hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, 2, 3, 4, 4.
That's the Jonathan Davis bit there.
Anyway, I used to know a girl lived down there.
Anyway.
She'd go out in the evenings and pick her a mess of it, carry it home and cook it for supper. That's about all they had to eat. But they did all right. Down in Louisiana, where the alligators grow so mean, there lived a girl that I swear to the world made the alligators look pink. Polk salad Annie, you got your granny. Everybody said it was a shame, cause her mama was working on the chain gang. A mean, vicious, straight razor-toting woman. Lord have mercy. Every day before supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her a mess of poke salad and carry it home in a toast sack. Poke salad, Annie. Here got you, Granny. Everybody said it was a shame, cause her mama was working on the chain gang. No.
So, I love how everything is still riding on that bass line. There's some really good piano in there, and I heard some brass in the arrangement, but it's all just sort of like floating on top of that bass line, which is just almost like it's the song is jogging. It's got a good pace to it, and so what is cool about Elvis's voice? There's a lot of people that when they speak and when they sing, it sounds like two completely different voices. Elvis's singing voice sounds like a natural extension of his speaking voice. And I said and his speaking voice kind of feels like it's an extension of his singing voice. So there's, I guess, a connection there that a lot of singers don't have. And just, there's singing a song and then there's performing it. Elvis is never content to just sing a song. Although he could just stand there on stage, not do a thing, and let that awesome voice and his good looks carry the whole show. But no, he's actively engaged. He's doing those like jerky movements that anyone else would look absolutely mental doing. But he makes it look smooth and cool. And just, I love his rapid vibrato, which, I don't know, it normally that can sound like either nervous or kind of vulnerable, but in his case, it sounds energized. Yeah, I think I say this every time I do an Elvis reaction, generational talent, all the amazing talent in the world, and just the charisma. If you were trying to genetically engineer a rock star, it would be Elvis Presley. That would be the result. So, right, let's keep going here.
A little Her daddy was lazy and no count, claimed he had a bad back. All her brothers were fit for stealing watermelons out of my truck. Crash, folks said it, Annie. You got you, Granny. Everybody said it was a shame, cause her mama was working on the chain gang. You suck a little salad, no one needs. Suck a little salad. You're right. A little poke salad, no one need me a mess. Suck a little, no one need me a mess. Suck a little, suck a little, suck a little. Thank you.
So, Carolyn, thank you so very much for that. Can see why she suggested that one. Musically, that was strange. The song kind of had this percolating energy about it that would sometimes ease off, but it would always come back. I mentioned the bass line, but there were some like rapid fire vocals from the backing voices there that were really cool. There were some crazy drum fills. I think, in addition to, of course, Elvis being the man, I've always been impressed by the arrangement and the performance musically of these songs. They're so thoughtfully constructed, and the band is just so spot on. I definitely think that adds to Elvis's allure as well. The fact he's able to take all of that charisma and all that vocal talent, but he's got this amazing arrangement and this great band backing him as well. So that is definitely the kind of performance, if you saw it live, you would not stop talking about it for weeks. And it's performances like that make Elvis, his legend, transcendent. It's always amazing to me how the stage becomes this world. And because he interacts with everybody. He's interacting with the audience. He's interacting with the band. Kind of like John Farnham from Australia has a similar quality. I can't help but wonder if he was influenced by that, but just so natural on stage that he's just able to bring the band and the crowd in whenever he wants, and then go right back into singing it just spot on. And he's got that distinctive voice, that low, smooth, buttery sound that he can do pretty much anything with. He can do a more percussive delivery. He didn't use his high register that much, but he didn't have to. This is all about the personality and the delivery. So this wasn't a vocally challenging piece, but I can't see anyone singing it like Elvis did. And that's the mark of a great singer. So, and Elvis was all the stories and the rumors and the legends. Bottom line is, Elvis was an amazing talent musically. Just a fantastic singer, great voice. And, that is not going to age with time. I think people are going to be visiting these people will be revisiting these performances and discovering these performances as long as we're still around. So mental health is real, guys. Be a part of the start. Music is your best support group. Listen to it whenever you can, and take care of yourselves so you can take care of others. Hope you all have a great weekend. I'll be seeing y'all later. Oh, also, let me know what other Elvis songs you would like to see me react to in the comments.